one of the things that came across on your social media was like kind of how human you were within everything that was going on. And I remember seeing that you wrote stories for patients while they were asleep. I mean, was that something that came from you?
This is something that we would always do for a patient. So when a patient is in intensive care, it's a time that they might be in it for a week or they might be in it for 1 month or longer. These patients, typically the COVID patients, were with us for more than 2 months. So, and you know, it is difficult. It's a 12-hour shift and people will think, you'll be able to write in a diary really quick, but we do everything every hour and these patients, they're not well. It would be any chance that you sort of get, I would write in the patient diary, and it was just like an entry to say, and I'd always start with like, hey, the name of the person, my name's Olivia, I've been your nurse today, and I'd draw in the corner like a sun or a moon and say which sort of shift I was on, and just to say how they've been doing that day, like you're having a chat with that person. And I'm not going to lie, I was sat doing one at like 3 a.m, 4 a.m. one morning, and it was like emotional. The patient wasn't very well, and you know, you don't know if they're ever going to read what you've written. And like, oh my god, I'm getting emotional now. Like, you don't know if they're going to read what you're writing to them. So like some of them will never. Some of their families will read it. I think, oh my gosh.
So you're getting me now?
Yeah. So there's been oh my gosh. So yeah, and that's just the reality that it is. I think those families, they never said goodbye. Yeah. And that's the hardest thing.
Well, that's the most wonderful thing that you did, is even if they couldn't be there to say goodbye, you provided them with something that gave them an insight into the people they love's final days, and knew that someone was there caring about them.
Yeah.
Which I think is unbelievable, and it's such a human thing to do when you're under so much stress already.
Yeah.